Coming up on Mountain News this morning, soon Hazard will be launching its very own passport, but it's not for traveling. And Kentucky is getting a first-hand experience for the next solar eclipse.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. Today is February 12th, 2024, and we are coming up on 5 a.m. this morning. But let's first check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Madison. Good morning, everyone. All right, raise your hand. Who didn't really get much sleep last night after watching the game, right? I know my phone was blowing up. I fell asleep in, hey, overtime, right? We'll find out more about that in sports later. Anyhow, weather-wise, got some fog issues we're waking up to this morning, but as we head through time, yeah, some heavier rain, perhaps a thunderstorm heading into tonight and a transition on over to snow. Let's look at the temperatures right now. Basically, we are in the 40s and lower 50s, 51 at Harlan. And visibility, again, a problem as you make way from London and Williamsburg over on in toward Whitley County, Pikeville and Logan. Visibility's pea soup thick. All right, the pinpoint Doppler radar showing some showers as you cross the state line on into Tennessee. Clouds thick until you get north and west of Louisville, and we'll continue to track this system coming in. So we call for a mostly cloudy sky after some fog this morning, maybe a shower the rest of the day, and a steadier rain picking up as we hit through the afternoon, more so late afternoon into tonight, and a high late in the day in the lower 50s. All right, got to talk about the snow. What about Valentine's Day, right? First Alert 7-day forecast in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. A Kentucky man has been convicted in federal court for his role in the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. 34-year-old Stephen Chase Randolph is accused of helping knock a police officer unconscious during the attacks. The U.S. Department of Justice says he was convicted on 2 felony charges related to that assault and another felony charge of civil disorder. He was also convicted on a misdemeanor charge of committing an act of violence on Capitol grounds. A man is facing charges after an undercover Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. Kentucky State Police started the investigation after getting a tip that Carl Hayes was receiving inappropriate images of children through his social media. Friday, they executed a search warrant on his home in Ashland and seized the equipment they say he used and arrested him. A bill that would keep Kentucky classrooms safer is moving forward in Frankfort. It would make it more difficult for teachers with claims of sexual misconduct to get a job in the Commonwealth. The bill would force teacher applicants to disclose whether they were the subject of any allegation or investigation within the past year. Districts would also be prevented from entering into non-disclosure agreements related to teacher misconduct. The bill is moving to the Senate after gaining approval in the House. City of Hazard officials are launching something new, encouraging folks to shop local, collect stamps, and win prizes, saying there is not a much better option than that. An official City of Hazard passport recently launched. The cost is $5 and folks can purchase at local participating Hazard businesses. Those businesses will be making monthly deals for passport holders. Downtown coordinator Bailey Richards says it's something to get excited about.
By selling this for cheap, it makes it really easy for people to do it, but it also acts as a, yeah, I really should go shop local as much as I possibly can. At least once a month, I need to go out to the stores and just, see what they've got and talk to everybody. Even if you don't buy anything, traffic is traffic, and it helps push more people to these businesses.
Officials say they plan to continue hosting special holiday shopping days as well. Excitement is already buzzing as the total solar eclipse is less than 60 days away. The eclipse is projected for April 8th, 2024, and it will be a total eclipse in parts of the U.S., meaning the sun will be totally obscured, just like in 2017. Retired NASA astrophysicist Fred Espenak says that it is not just the path that will differ for this eclipse.
The most unusual thing about 2024 is the duration. Most of them, the duration can change from eclipse to eclipse. So this one's closer than previous eclipses, so it makes the duration longer.
The totality path will affect Kentuckians in the westernmost portions of the state, focusing only on Eastern Standard Time. It will hit the westernmost portions of Kentucky just before 3 p.m. at 2:59. Around a minute later, it will hit Paducah at 3 p.m. It's in Evansville and Morganfield by 3:02, and by 3:06, it's just north of Louisville. The duration of the eclipse will be 4 minutes 28 seconds for those in totality. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we return, we'll take a look at some of the concerns surrounding President Biden's age.
And weather-wise this morning, quiet, waking up to some fog issues, though, around the region. The question is, once we end up losing this in the next couple of hours, how does the rest of your Monday shape up? We'll let you know. Your first alert 7-day forecast is coming up right after.